This mystical city of art that is seen from afar through the mist is Kütahya, city full of historical and cultural artifacts. Whilst approaching the city center, it is possible to see many examples of ceramic application, which Kütahya is famous for. Once home to civilizations such as the Phrygians, the Romans, the Byzantines, and the Ottomans, Kütahya has gained fame for the production of ceramic wares during its rich history of 7,000 years. The ceramic works produced by the masters from this area have achieved recognition not only in Turkey, but throughout the world. Marmara Marketing, as well as being the most corporate company in its field, stands out with regards to their artistic application and product variety. It's possible to find hundreds of souvenirs to take back to your loved ones, decorate your cabinets at home, china sets to add taste to your dinner tables, not to mention truly artistic works of art. Of course, we know that there are dozens of people behind this exhibition of art, forms and shapes that the designers produce using the latest technology in their offices. The value given to each and every ceramic item by the worker constitutes the infrastructure of the magnitude of the company. Continuing its path with their slogan, "To become a brand is to be special," they bring together all the raw materials and carry out all stages of the manufacture of each ceramic item themselves. These efforts are the basis for their success in using their own formulas and for customer satisfaction. Using the classical base materials of Kütahya with their unique designs, the Marmara Çini range of products are produced. The stone biscuits, with their special formula of high levels of silicium, which are fired twice to be ready for decoration, and final firing, make up the Turquart series, and the even more special, again on a stone base with high concentrations of silica, ISMAİL collection of matte glazed free designs and replicas take part. Besides the architectural application of decorative internal tiles and panels, the high silica stone tiles and panels to be used as external cladding and wet area surfaces make up the Marmara decoration line of the company. In accordance with Marmara Marketing's philosophy, apart from these 4 brand lines they produce, they market ceramics produced by 40 different workshops throughout Kütahya. Serving hundreds of customers in 6 regions of Turkey, Marmara Marketing takes firm steps towards becoming an international firm by exporting their goods to many countries. The master responsible for the creation of all these artworks is the world-famous ISMAİL, whose life philosophy revolves around this art. ISMAİL's passion for ceramics started when he was a teenager. Even though he studied fine arts at university, it was in his later years that he would devote his life to this art form. Forming a small workshop soon after graduating, ISMAİL began to collect the fruits of his dedicated works. With his special raw materials, matte glazes, 3-dimensional designs, new forms, and the replicas of original historical pieces, he has become an international brand mark. These precious works of art are offered for sale in 2 historical stores in the Grand Bazaar and a store in Bodrum. ISMAİL, with the exhibitions held and the numerous prizes received, has made a great contribution to the promotion of ceramic art and his country. The steps taken to create these signature items of ISMAİL once again shows the value of these pieces. All the raw materials are brought together in the right proportions according to the recipe of years of experience and fed into the grinding mill. Once crushed and watered down into a cream-like viscosity, it is transferred into the fibrous filter pool. With the aid of a filter press, the viscous clay is drained under pressure through fabric filters and allowed to rest and mature. The trapped air is extracted from the maturing clay by vacuum presses and is fed out in a cylindrical shape. Clay which hasn't been vacuumed properly will crack in the drying stage or the initial firing process. There are various methods used to shape clay. The most common method of shaping is on the potter's wheel, often referred to as plastic forming. The speed of the wheel and the skilled hands of the potter will determine a well-shaped and balanced object. The other plastic shaping method is the reverse throwing method, where the piece is shaped over a ready prepared mold and are generally used for large and wide objects. The tile biscuits are prepared by pressing powdered mixture under 100 tons of pressure. The shaped forms are left to dry in a humidity-controlled environment without touching each other. The purpose of trimming is to clear the marks left when shaping and also to provide a smooth surface. Here, the thickness of the piece is adjusted so as not to crack in the firing process. The surface of the biscuits are sanded down and applied with a specially prepared slip or undercoat. After sanding down and the application of the slip, the pieces are transferred to be fired and ready for painting. This product that comes out of the kiln is referred to as a biscuit. The artisan, as well as using a pre-drawn stencil, can draw the motif straight onto a surface. The design, which is drawn on thick tracing paper and pinholed with the aid of a pin, becomes a stencil. Since coal dust will burn off in the kiln, the design is transferred to the biscuit by patting a small sack of coal dust to go through the holes of the design. The border lines are painted on by the use of bristle brushes for the design to be permanent. Normally, whoever draws the border lines will continue with the painting, but sometimes the product will change hands. Certain colors require more expertise to become an expert. Thus, it is based on the color of the oxide that the artisan becomes a master. The specially prepared ceramic oxides are very pale in color or have no color at all. When the colors become vibrant and lively, or when they are covered with an opaque glaze and fired. Everybody works carefully and in harmony at this place, where border lines and painting of the pieces are carried out. Who knows what they are expressing with their brushes? Glass is extracted from sand quartz by melting it at 1,280 degrees Celsius. This glass is ground down into a powder form in the grinder. The specially prepared water-soluble glaze is used to cover the pieces. Expertise is very important, as the slightest of error will ruin a piece at this point. Considering that many pieces are fired together, one can appreciate the greatness of risk. If the glaze is applied too thin, or if the piece stays in the kiln for too long or at temperatures high above normal, it will cause the formation of unglazed areas. If the glaze is applied too thick, or if the temperatures are not high enough, the glaze won't mature and become opaque, or will run and ruin the product. The spectacular colors come out from under the snow-white glaze after they are fired at 930 degrees Celsius. The pieces ready to be presented to customers at this stage have changed hands 36 times. Soil that takes shape, spinning like a whirling dervish, and taking meaning, come into existence in the hands of the human beings having the same chemistry. The clay, being polished by fire under numerous firings, reaches its brilliant stance with its final firing, with its glaze. Here is the story of the ceramic. I was raw, I was fired, and now I have ripened.